2 losses in back-to-back weeks, and the Z Fighters are in shambles at the moment. Luckily, one Z Fighter legend looks to turn the tide.
Greetings from college, everybody. Austyn Perez from the Z Fighters here. We've been in a losing streak, but I know these guys are going to be able to clutch it up. I miss you all. Good luck out there, fellas.
And with that heartwarming speech, we get week 6 underway with a strikeout. Top of the first inning, we got 1 out. And of course, it's Feliperfection here. How y'all doing? We're going up against Los Bravos in this game, and they hit a pop-up to right field, which is dropped by everyone's favorite hungover soccer player, Chewy. That allows the first run of the game to score early on in the first inning. Next guy decides he wants to battle it out, so here we are going back and forth at it. The team seemed a little tense at the beginning, and it might have been because it was an 8 a.m. game, and they were still waking up, or it was because they had lost 2 games in a row. Regardless, this guy was making it tough on me. I finally struck him out, but then my buddy Brain throws the ball away and another run scores. So top of the first inning, we're already down 2-0. Definitely not the way we wanted to start off, but we get the third out. So bottom of the first now, and it's the Z Fighters' time to get going. My buddy Brian singles to get on base. I follow him up, but before I could do that, they try to pick him off, and watch this deadly pump fake right here. Almost had you. Almost had him, but he did not. He did not fool anyone. I come up to the plate anyway and poke a ball into the outfield, into the gap. My buddy Brain goes first to third on it, and I stay at first, of course, because I'm a singles machine. Clapping it up, I'm hyped up, getting the team going. I'm trying to score some runs right here, but the strikeout chain begins. Daniel Jaramillo, see ya. Jose Escobedo, see ya. We got AJ next, whatever. Yeah, he struck out too. He actually struck out, but the ball got away, and so the run comes in to score, and he gets on first. Felipe Perez pops up, and we're out of the inning. Moving on to the top of the second, and the Bravos would not score in this inning. I would try and fulfill my duty as a starting pitcher. Oh my God. See, yeah, 3 strikeouts, easy money. Speaking of strikeouts, Chewy comes up to the plate and doesn't strike out, puts the ball in play for once, but nothing comes out of it. JP pokes the ball into the outfield and gets on base, attaboy. And as a result, the Z Fighters tie the game up as Jaime Lamas comes in to score. Attababy, JP, way to get the job done. Typically, JP is our leadoff hitter, but we flipped the lineup in this case, and it seemed to work out nicely. We got the top of the lineup coming up now, and Brain walks. I hit a single into the gap, and we take the lead 3-2. Let's go. So if you weren't keeping track, we're in the bottom of the second inning, and the score is 3-2 Z Fighters. Here we see Chewy figuring out how to run the bases as he slides back. DJ at the plate pokes the ball into the outfield that does not get through, bobbled up. I don't know what happened, but they get no outs. Because of that, Jose comes up to the plate and does not deliver. Top of the third inning now, and we'd see more runners on base due to our poor defense. So the Bravos would come back to tie this game up at 3, but that's the only run they'd get this inning, as I'd strike out the next guy and we'd move on to the bottom of the third inning. So bottom of the third inning, and nothing much happened this inning except for my boy AJ decided he wanted to turn on the Jets. He's not very fast, but my boy stole a base. Oh, and Chewy struck out. Moving on to the top of the fourth inning, and these guys would begin to look clueless at the plate. This was a rare, very smooth inning as I'd strike out the first 2 batters, and then the third one would just fly out to one of the few shining stars on our defense, my buddy JP. Attababy, patrolling center field like a beast. Bottom of the fourth inning, and the game was still tied at 3. My buddy Brian knew this, and so he rips a ball into the gap. As he's rounding first, everyone's wondering if he's going to push himself since he is coming off a hamstring injury, and he does, tumbling into second base for a double. The singles machine, Feliperfection, comes up to the plate and, of course, does what he does best. Hits a single. Runners on first and third now, and my buddy DJ would try to cash in. Double play ball is not a double play as I beat the throw to second base. Everyone's always bullying me for never hustling, but I hustle when it matters. We were getting a rally going as Jose singles and drives me in, making the score 5-3 Z Fighters. AJ comes up and keeps the rally alive as he pokes the ball into right field. We get a hustling DJ, not on camera, hustling around third base, where he comes in with the wicked slide. It's a rally if my dad gets into the mix as he bloops a single into the outfield, scoring Jose in from third, making the score 7-3. And after 7 earned runs, that was the end of the line for that pitcher. The new one comes in and instantly strikes out Nati. Oh my God, look at the little kid, so mad. But just because Nati struck out did not mean that Jaime Lamas was about to give up on this rally as he singles up the middle and plates 2 more runs for the Z Fighters, putting the score at 9-3. Top of the 5th inning now, and you'd think we'd be sitting comfortably with the 6-run lead, but that was not the case. Our defense is bad, and no lead is ever safe with us. We were missing out on a lot of easy outs, and it was evident that our defense was lacking communication. So our first baseman, Jaime, decided to show us how it's done.
Hey, way to call that!
Yeah, so I don't know if you noticed, but he did not catch that ball. Yeah, Buddy dropped it 100%, and then a ground ball would be hit to third base, and that run would score. So in the top of the 5th inning, the Bravos would cut the lead to 5, putting the score 9-4. A fly ball to JP in center field would get us out of the inning. And speaking of JP, here he is at the plate, hitting a ball into the gap for a single, getting us going with the top of the lineup on deck. We got Big Brain. He'd single through the 5-6 hole, putting 2 runners on for yours truly. I'd come up to the plate looking to crush the ball and absolutely miss. But, you know, second time's a charm, they say, so I'd come up to the plate, swinging and missing for the second time. Oh, actually, it's third time's a charm, am I right? Because the third time would come around and I'd single a missile to the outfield. JP would hustle in to score, giving me another RBI and putting us at a 10-4 advantage. Next up, DJ, who has struggled at the plate recently, would pop up, giving him an out, and then Lamelli would go up to the plate for his first at bat in a while. We haven't seen it. Yeah, he struck out. 3 outs would come quickly as AJ lines out to third base here. We move on to the top of the 6th inning where we have a score of 10-4 Z Fighters, and I took myself off the mound to give my dad an opportunity to pitch. However, we'd soon come to find out that no lead was ever safe enough for us. My dad was confident on the mound and I was confident in him, but sometimes that wasn't enough. He'd give up a few walks, a few hits here and there, but the good thing was that the hits could always be contained by elite center fielders like JP who could track it down no matter how far it went. A run would come across the score, but that was not an issue to us just yet. My dad would eventually find a way out of the inning, but shout out to the other guys for not giving up and putting up 3 runs in the top of the 6th. In the bottom half of the inning, Little Ron would strike out and set the stage for Chewy.
Much better, much better. There you go, there you go. 8.5. Hey, Chew, if you hit it, you're supposed to run. Hey, Chew, drop the bat. And don't wipe the ball when you hit it. Just run. And when you run, drop your bat. There you go.
So after an at-bat straight out of the bench warmers, Chewy gets his first career hit. Congratulations to him. And then absolutely whiffs the ball in the outfield, not even close to catching it. From that point on, we see our boy DJ struggling on the mound, not necessarily because they're hitting the ball hard off of him, but because we can't seem to get out as a team. The bases are loaded and this guy pops it up to the shortstop, Jaime Lamas. Who put him there? He bobbles the ball in the infield. Infield fly rule was called, but the runner on third has no clue what to do. The guy on second is hustling over to third, and we get an easy double play there. So what was once bases loaded and no outs turned into runner on first with 2 outs. DJ then gets a ground ball to second base, and the Z Fighters finally win a game again.
So offensively, we have Vladdy going 4 for 4 with 4 singles, but important singles that move the game along. We also have Brian with 3 for 3, 2 singles and 1 double.
And final score?
Final score 10-7 against I don't know.
Guys, finally broke the losing streak. Got a W, great job. Round of applause for everyone. Great game, Z Fighters. MVP ball today. Stats keeper. What do you think? Any notable stat lines?
AJ. Alright, so hitting wise, we have Vladdy going 4 for 4. And we have Brian going 3 for 3. Defensively, a notable player, JP, with like 3-4 catches.
Hey, did you count the one that I dropped in the air?
Yes.
When I purposely dropped it earlier.
The one at first base, bro. What do we think, team? What are we thinking?
AJ, hold up. Brian. I give it to Brian. Oh,
Brian had 1 throwing error.
You did suck at it.
Get out. That's not like 4.
I would give it to Felipe.
Vladdy wouldn't have lost though.
Both RBIs, 2 for Vladdy, 2 for Hyman.
I think
Gotta give it to
I think a 3?
Nutty.
Nutty. If you guys insist. I'll just hold on to this.
As the Week 5 MVP, I'm handing the new MVP ball to Mr. Vladimir Perez.
Got Jonathan Perez, number 6 from the Z Fighters. How are we doing today?
Good, just won. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. So I know we had 2 losses so far, and today you guys bounced back with a nice strong win. How did that feel today?
Great, just what we needed before a week off, just to get the mindset right and everything.
Perfect. I know you are solid on defense. I know your team can always count on you. How did that feel today, backing everybody up?
Good, I saw the ball well, hitting and fielding, so just able to help the team out.
Perfect. I know you got a couple hits and a couple RBIs today too. What's our goal for 2 weeks from now for our next game?
Come back with the win, stronger than ever, healthy. We need a rest. Everyone's hurt, so.
All right, well, great game and rest up. We'll see you soon. We're here with Chewy, number 1 for the Z Fighter. It's your 3rd league game, but the first win. How do we feel?
I'm feeling good. Finally knows what it feels like to win. 2 losses. They're good teams, but we finally got a W.
Good. And I know you made contact today. Got your first hit?
Yeah, I got my first hit. Let go of the bat, kind of hit the ump a little bit. I was like, oh, sorry, and just kept running.
All right. And I know we still need to practice on base running. What other goals do you have for your next game?
Get another hit, maybe get a double, and get another win.
All right, cool. Thank you. So we're here with Vladi Perez, number 15 for the Z Fighters. We finally broke the losing streak today. After 2 losses, we got a great win. How are we feeling today?
Yeah, you know, it feels kind of good. As the manager of this team, I expect a lot more from my players. And sometimes they just don't show up to the plate. Today, we showed up to the plate, scored a lot of runs, exactly what I wanted to see. Defense, I actually did not know we had 8 errors, but I thought it was pretty good overall. Good game.
Right, I know you went 4 for 4 today.
Yeah, you know, I have a history of not being that good of a hitter, but you know, suddenly something just awoke in me, and now I'm just a good hitter now, you know, so kind of what I expect from here on out.
All right, and I know you were also named MVP by your team today. How does that feel?
Well, I kind of forced them to hand me the MVP because they kind of were just overlooking me. Overall, I'd like to thank my teammates for giving me the MVP ball, of course, but yeah.
All right, so you are player, manager, coach. Lots of responsibility. What do we have in store for the next game? I know you have a week off next week, so 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, I think this week off is going to be good for us because we got a lot of injuries on the team right now, so hopefully we can heal up, you know, have some fun over the weekend and see what's good in 2 weeks.
All right, any advice for your team for the next game?
Advice, get healthy, show up to practice, and just come ready to play. You know, a lot of guys don't seem to have fun at the game, so, you know, I just want them to enjoy the experience of playing baseball.
All right, really work hard, play hard, right?
Yep, that's exactly what I think.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Appreciate it.